Hey, how you doing? Dennis here, and today we're checking out how to make smarter components. In this simple flexible form, I have this input field component with 4 variants. There is a text or a number option and a large and small option for each of those. But with it set up this way, I have to select each instance of the component to make a global change across the entire form design. Today, I'll show you how to reduce these 4 variants to just one with all the same properties and use that component in this form design that can change size in one simple step. Let's get started. Start with the text tool. Type content. I'm using Roboto regular 16/125%. Duplicate twice. Select all. Add auto layout. Set padding 16 and 20. Give it a fill with a medium gray border. Round the corners. Change the text to black. Change the first content to a $sign and the third to a %sign. Call it content box. Text tool again. Type label. Change the size to 11/100%. Add auto layout. 0 space between. 3 padding all around. Give it a fill. Change text to a medium gray. Call this label. Add another auto layout. Change the top bottom padding to 0. Call this label container. Select all. Add auto layout. Set the space between to -9. Change canvas stacking to first on top. This is our input plus label. Text tool. Type help text. Keep it 11. Change line spacing to 130%. Change color to medium gray. Add auto layout. Align it left. Set padding to 8 and 0. Call it help text container. Select all. Add auto layout. Align it top left. Set the space between to 3. Set the help text container to fill container. Call the whole thing input field and make it a component. Let's give it some properties. Select the label. Create a layer boolean property. Select the label text. Give it a text property. Select the content text. Give it a text property. Select the $sign. Create a layer property and set the value to false. Select the %. Create a layer property. Select the help text. Create a layer property and a text property. Let's create an instance of the component to test it out. I should have created the layer boolean on the inside label instead of the label container, so fields in a row stay aligned if one of them is hidden. So select the component, remove show label container, select the label layer, and create a layer boolean property. Select the component again, move that property to the top. Now they stay aligned with one turned off. We can type a label, content, toggle the $sign on and off. We want the % to be hidden by default, so select the component, change show % to false. And there we go. We can toggle the help text on and off and input the help text content. Let's make the help text wrap. Select the text in the main component and change hug to fill. Now let's create some number variables. Call the collection input field, Create a number variable, input font size, 16, add a mode, call it small, reduce the size to 15, call mode 1 large. Next we'll do label and help font size, 11 and 10. Label padding, let's do 10 and 6. Next I'll do input left and right padding, 16 and 10. Then I'll do the input top and bottom padding, 20 and 8. Let's set the corner radius, 6 and 3. Form padding, 10 and 0. I'm going to select these top 6 and put them in a group called Input Measurements. This one is for the form design. I'll put it in a group for form spacing. Now let's apply these variables. Select your content text. Use layers to select the hidden characters too. Apply the input font size variable. Select the label and help text. Apply the label help font size variable. Select the label container. Apply the label padding variable to the left and right padding. Select the content box. Apply the variables for left, right, and top, bottom padding. Apply the corner radius variable. Let's create an instance to test the variable modes from the layer palette. Nice. From Assets, I have a separate icon and header text so it will wrap in smaller sizes. Select all, add auto layout, set to wrap, top middle, 10 space between, 10 top padding, 20 bottom padding. This is our header. Place an input field, select all, add auto layout, align top center, set the space between to the form padding variable. 20 padding all around, give it a fill, round those corners. Let's set a minimum width of 320, maximum width of 640. Call this our form. Change the input field to fill container. Let's input a label and content. We don't need the help text yet. Duplicate. Change the label and content. Duplicate again. Note that you can also edit the content right on the component in the workspace. Duplicate. Duplicate again. I'm going to do something a bit different with state and zip. Select them both. Add auto layout. Change alignment to horizontal. Change the state to 100 fixed width. Change zip to fill container. Select the outer frame container and change it to fill container. I'm going to name this layer 2 column. Duplicate. Change alignment to wrap. Change the first field to fill container. Select both fields and let's give them a minimum width of 200. Update the content. Turn the $ and help text on. Update the right side. % and help text on. Here's our flexible form. Change the variable mode in the layer palette to change the size of every component. Everything behaves the same with all the elements in a smaller size. To control this within a section, let's reset the variable mode to auto, create a section, let's call it large, and apply the large variable mode to the section. Duplicate, call this one small, and change the variable mode to small. Now to avoid making changes to two layouts, delete the small one. Let's make changes to our large form by changing the row order and some numbers. Now all we have to do is drag our form into the other section and it will automatically resize. And there you have it. As always, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you for more lessons real soon. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.